Good morning, welcome to MCL News. We sincerely apologize for coming behind sharing the meanwhile details of the news. Abia State Governor Kizzy Bazo has approved the immediate suspension of Lawrence Obunna, the Executive Secretary of the Abia Secondary Education Management Board, SEMB. This was contained in a third statement issued by the Chief of Staff to the Abia Governor, Dr. Anthony Abazwere, and forwarded to this man on Tuesday evening. The reason behind the Obunna suspension was not given in the statement. According to the governor, the suspended executive secretary is to hand over to the most senior officer with immediate effect. And the students of the Department of Engineering, Abia State Polytechnic, have staged a peaceful demonstration against the non-accreditation of their department. The demonstration took place yesterday at the school premises. However, with quick intervention of the school authorities, the protesting students were assembled at the administrative complex of the school, were addressed thereby preventing what could have led into a mayhem. The rector of the State Polytechnic, Professor Yebo, among other academic and non-academic staff, stepped in to calm the students, assuring them of the school's commitment in solving the situation. Addressing the protesting students, the rector, Abia Poly, Professor Yebo, informed the students that he had earlier met with the Executive Secretary of the National Board for Technical Education in Abuja and was assured that a letter of invitation for accreditation will be received in 2 weeks' time.
And just the confidence of the Executive Secretary of MCLtv. And the Executive Secretary said that within the next 1 week or 2 weeks, we write us to the and like I said, no matter the noise anybody makes, when it comes to polytechnic engineering, when it comes to polytechnic education, engineering comes then SEAT and others. Under my watch, we'll get what we're asking for. We can go home and sleep on that. When it comes to youth service, for those of you that are around, with what we are doing, we will work out a template for those who are due for youth service to go on.
Professor Abel further urged the students to be of good conduct and uphold the image and integrity of the school positively, assuring them that they will partake in the National Youth Service Corps NYSC program.
I want to rest my case by asking you to be of good conduct. If at any point at any time there are issues that are not clear, there are issues you do not understand, please work up for clarifications. Once again, we respect your feelings, your sentiments, and the outpouring of emotions. But please understand, I have given you the word of the Executive Secretary, who is in charge of MPTE, and I know him as a man of his word. I have given you the word of the Executive Secretary. Please go back and be good students that you are.
Matriculation Board JAM has said a total of 1,434,632 candidates have so far registered for its ongoing 2020 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination UTME and direct entry. The board also said the closing date for the registration remained February 17 and charged prospective candidates not yet registered to take advantage of the remaining days to do so. JAM will disclose this in his weekly bulletin released with the media by his head of media, Dr. Fabian Benjamin. Yesterday, April won his licensed computer-based test CBT centers against turning away candidates who obtained e-pins elsewhere. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board sounded a note of warning to its licensed CBT centers, which are acting contrary to the terms of the agreement by turning away candidates who had obtained their e-pins elsewhere. According to JAM, the warning became necessary following a series of complaints received by the board that some centers are turning away candidates simply because they did not obtain the e-pins from such centers. All victims of abductions by terror groups, including Leah Sharibu, the remaining Chibok and Dapchi school children, will regain their freedom, says President Muhammadu Buhari. The president gave the assurance On Monday at the breakfast dialogue theme Stop the War in Children Affected by Armed Conflicts, dividend of silence in the guns, held on the sidelines of the ongoing 33rd African Union AU Summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The program was co-sponsored by the governments of Nigeria, Uganda and Norway, the AU Commission and Save the Children. Buhari also charged AU Peace and Security Council to energetically champion the strategy to stop the war against children, said his administration had the frontal onslaught on Boko Haram and Islamic State West African province ISWAP as part of measures to protect the lives and property of Nigerians. The president was quoted in a statement yesterday by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Garo Bashir, as Savin said, the onslaught led to the release of a number of schoolgirls from Chibok and earlier abducted by Boko Haram in the northeast. He reassured Nigerians of the steadfast commitment of the government of Nigeria to ensure the freedom of all kidnapped children from the shackles of Boko Haram. And the Anambra State government on Tuesday said it has quarantined 50 people who had contact with a Lassa fever patient in the state. The State Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, C. Donna Denoba, disclosed this in a statement in Anambra State. He said the state government has put measures in place to ensure that the spread of the disease is contained. This statement read in part, immediately a 25-year-old student in Anambra was diagnosed a few days ago with Lassa fever. The state government drew the patient to the Regional Virology Center in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State for proper treatment. The health authorities quickly got in touch with 50 persons she had come in contact with in the preceding 3 weeks in both her hometown and her university. All the contacts have been examined and watched closely by experts, and this is in conformity with the globally established protocol in treating Lassa fever. The Anambra State government has a responsibility to ensure that there is no other case of Lassa fever in the state, and where it occurs, the highly contagious disease is contained at once. A fire outbreak has been reported at the Sam Mbakwe International Cargo Airport, Owerri. The cause of the fire is still unknown, but the General Manager, Corporate Affairs, Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, Mrs. Henrietta Yakubu, described it as a bush fire. According to Yakubu, firefighters are currently working to control the spread of the fire. They said the incident did not affect flight operations, and details will come in our subsequent bulletins. No less than 300 health workers, including doctors, pharmacists and nurses, embarked on the protest march for being paid 70% instead of 100% of their salaries as earlier promised by Governor Hope Uzodinma. The industrial action embarked by the aggrieved health workers has crippled medical services as patients seeking medical treatment returned back as the gate of the state medical facility was under lock and key. The health workers who had converged on the gate of the state-owned health facility appealed to Governor Hope Uzodinma to immediately pay the balance of 100% of their January 2020 salary based on current wage levels with reference to the promotion exercise of May 2018 financial date. Speaking on behalf of the doctors, the Guild of Doctors in the state and Chairman JAC, Dr. Anemudu Andrew, said that protest action will continue until their salaries were fully restored and paid. The chairman further appealed to the government to consider their plight and pay their salary arrears, including promotion arrears, as applicable to their counterparts in IMSUF and Ministry of Health. Dr. Anemudu averred that they had adopted a sit-down joke attitude since last week Monday, demanding an urgent resolution of these issues. A bigger fire killed a 4-year-old girl and razed 7 houses on Tuesday at Tolori Railway Quarters in Enugu North local government area of Enugu. The inferno started at 2 a.m. on Tuesday. A correspondent learned that the little girl identified as Chinecherem was living with her parents, Emeka Ibu, but when the fire started, her mother Waneka pulled her and other 2 kids out to a safe place before she returned to help her husband secure their property from being destroyed by the fire. Unfortunately, children went back with the hope of returning to their house but missed their way because smoke had engulfed the whole area. Upon her return, one neighbor could not find her daughter but felt someone might have taken her to a safer location, only to find the corpse of Chinecherum in the burnt apartment where the fire was eventually put out. Our correspondent who visited the scene of the incident gathered at the prompt intervention of the State Fire Service saved the entire neighborhood from being razed by the inferno. The State Police Public Relations Officer, Daniel Ndukwe, confirmed the incident. He said the command has received the report and investigations have commenced to ascertain the actual cause of the inferno. And still to come on MCL News, Chinenye Obasi and Chigozie Obioma become one. 2021 African qualifiers for the drop on Nacho Etebo. Details of these and more after the break. Please stay with us.
Mommy, mosquito is biting me.
But I asked you to use Top Rank insecticide.
Top Rank insecticide kills mosquitoes, cockroach, flies, and every other crawling and flying insects faster anywhere around you. NAFDAC approves Top Rank insecticide for its effectiveness. Use Top Rank insecticide and enjoy a peaceful night rest. Available in all shops and supermarkets near you in 600ml can and 300ml can. Top Rank insecticide is marketed nationwide by C Success Multi Services Limited. Telephone 0813 111 2348 or 090 960 22577. Top Rank insecticide. What's worth doing is worth doing well.
Welcome back, and you're still on to MCL News. Thanks for staying with us. It was a joyful moment as former Miss Chinenye Obasi walked down the aisle with her heartthrob Chigozie Obioma. Our correspondent Jadachi Chukwaja, who witnessed a beautiful moment, reports at the big event held at Watchman Catholic Charismatic Renewal Movement, BCA Road, Omaha. The report.
The joy of the moment was evident in the smiling faces of the bride and groom as they walked down the aisle. In his sermon, Pastor Emeka Okeze of the Watchman Catholic Charismatic Renewal Movement highlighted the sacredness of the marriage institution. Okeze, who preached on the topic Marrying with Eternity in View, emphasized that the goal of every godly marriage is to provide mutual help in the journey to eternity. He charged the couple to respect, love and honor each other just as Christ did for the church.
God expects that marriage should be with the support and the succor even unto your marriage partners. And God expects that marriage will create a platform for continuity of His blessings upon man. And above all, God expects that marriage should promote godliness.
The couple shared their love story with us and reiterated their promises to each other.
I saw her and I went through prayers. At the end, God revealed how to live. So we passed a lot of things because of the procedure of the church. You go through a lot of things to be sure that she's the right person and I'm the right one. The promise is that as long as we have joined together today, I'm very sure I do the right thing as a man. By the grace of God, she will not regret it.
But I don't know how to explain it. I'm very, very happy. The most importantly, I vow to love him to the end and help him to fulfill his dream in life.
Family members and relatives of the couple could not hide their excitement as they expressed their wishes as well as some pieces of advice for the couple.
I'm a girl of former. Onye na-egeghị ibe amega ọ ga-adịla mma n'ihu na azụ n'aka dị n'aka ịda ọ ga-amụ nwaanyị a ga-amụ ukwu masị na nwaanyị a ga-ebu n'ugwu nwaanyị a ga-erubere ya isi nwaanyị ya chetakwa ya gwa nwaanyị okwu nwaanyị ejikwa ya kwuo chetakwa nke ere mma nwaanyị gwakwanụ di ya ha eji ya mee ihe otu Chineke jikọ ha ọnụ n'ụbọchị taa mmadụ a ga-ekewa asị na ịhụnanya otu esi bido taa ịhụnanya ga na-adị n'etiti ya na ya enyere m ngozi Chineke uwe onye nọ n'elu ya ha ewere m nyefee ya ha n'aka ka ọ na-eche ha nche meghere ha ụzọ akụnụba n'oge ọmụmụ ihe niile dị Chineke were ngozi were gbaa ha ogige mepere ha ụzọ ngozi bụrụ ya ogedele mee ha ọgaranya.
There is no peculiar person that will tell you this is the best way to live. Manage your family. Don't allow the third party to encroach into your family affairs. Do the best you can to keep your family happy.
Urge him to maintain the principles of marriage, which is patience, endurance, and forgiveness. Then, above all, he should crown it with love. If he does all this, he will have a blissful marriage.
The high point of the event was the offering of prayers and blessings for the couple and presentation of gifts by family, friends, and well-wishers. The groom, Chigozie Obioma, is an editor and cameraman of the News and Programs Department of MCL Television. Uchetachi Chukwaja, MCL News.
Now talking sports, ahead of next month's 2021 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Sierra Leone, Super Eagles coach Gabriel may drop Europe-based duo Paul Onacho and Ogenekare table from the squad for the doubleheader. Nigeria currently leads Group L with 6 points from 2 games, recording wins against Benin Republic and Lesotho, and will be aiming to secure early qualifications for the 2021 AFCON by recording back-to-back wins over the Leon Stars. The trio face stiff competition to keep their places in the team due to their below-par performance at club level recently. Etebo, who secured a loan move to Spanish club Getafe during the January transfer window, has only made 2 appearances since joining from Stoke City. Also, centre-back Leo Balogun's chances of returning to the team remains a doubt, as he is yet to get his club career off the mark after joining English Championship club Wigan from Brighton Hove Albion. Balogun was left out of the Eagles' opening 2 games against Benin Republic and Lesotho after he dropped in the pecking order. William Trist Ekong, Shemi Ajayi, Kenneth Omero and Chidozie Awaziem are ahead of the 31-year-old defender. Meanwhile, Sports Extra reliably scooped the Leicester City forward Kelechi Iheanacho is poised to return to the Eagles 9 months after he was dropped from the 2019 AFCON squad. Iheanacho has been the Eagles' most prolific player since the season in Europe, scoring 8 goals in 14 games across all competitions for Leicester City. And that is the size of our news package for this morning. But before we go, a recap of our main stories. Abia State Governor Okezie Ikpeazu has approved the immediate suspension of Lawrence Obuna, the Executive Secretary of the Abia State Secondary Education Management Board, SEMB. And the students of the Department of Engineering, Abia State Polytechnic Aba, have staged a peaceful demonstration against the non-accreditation of the department. And in the world of sports, we brought you a report that ahead of next month's 2021 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Sierra Leone, Super Eagles coach Gabriel may drop Europe-based duo Paul Onacho and Ogenekare table from his squad for the doubleheader. And that was news. Thanks for sharing your time with us. I am Rissel Hans. Do have a wonderful day.